Chapter 65. And when it was day, they got up and prayed, after their custom, and then went out of the cave. But they became sick from the food they had eaten, because they were not used to it. So they went about in the cave, saying to each other, "What is our eating caused to happen to us, that we should be in such pain? We are in misery. We are going to die. It would have been better for us to have died, keeping our bodies pure, than to have eaten and defiled them with food." Then Adam said to Eve, "This pain did not come to us in the garden, neither did we eat such bad food there. Eve, do you think that God will plague us through the food that is in us, or that our insides will come out, or that God intends to kill us with this pain before he has fallen, or that God intends to kill us with this pain before he has fulfilled his promise to us?" Then Adam besought the Lord and said, "O Lord, let us not perish because of the food we have eaten. O Lord, don't punish us, but deal with us according to your great mercy, and do not forsake us until the day of the promise you have made us." Then God looked at them, and then equipped them to be able to eat, fitted them for eating food at once, as it is to this day, so that they should not perish. Then Adam and Eve came back into the cave sorrowful, and crying because of the alteration of their bodies, and they both knew from that hour that they were altered beings, and all hope of returning to the garden was now lost, and they could not enter it again. For now their bodies had strange functions, and all flesh that requires food and drink for its existence cannot be in the garden. Then Adam said to Eve, "See, our hope is now lost, and so is our faith that we will enter the garden. We no longer belong to the inhabitants of the garden, but from now on we are earthy and of the dust, and of the inhabitants of the earth. We shall not return to the garden until the day in which God has promised to save us, and to bring us again into the garden, as he promised us." Then they prayed to God that he would have mercy on them. After this, their minds were quieted, their hearts were broken, and their longing was cooled down, and they were like strangers on earth. That night, Adam and Eve spent in the cave, where they slept heavily because of the food they had eaten.